Hello everyone, Fanta here, you're watching FANTAVISION, and today we're going with another Camelot Chronicles because, good lord, this is the biggest bombshell by far that has happened on the channel. I know he's talked about, his time there, like at 11 years. He's talked about crazy district manager, crazy people that worked there. Now, he's talking about how some of these people are now coming after him. Well, one in particular we didn't name, which again we'll get into later, but it's crazy. It's affecting him in real life once again. He lost his job working as like a Walmart inventory person, and now he's being threatened with litigation. So we'll talk about the lawsuit, but first let's talk about what exactly happened. So he's being blackmailed into deleting videos that mention this person. Now, first of all, he never has given the name of this person in any of these videos. And I don't think he's ever given these names just ever in general. I don't think he even told me off camera in the podcast, or before or after the podcast, rather. So there's no real basis there. You can't have, any sort of defamatory lawsuit case if your name's never mentioned. There's no way to know who in the hell he's talking about in these videos, so I don't quite know what this guy's talking about. Now, again, like I said, he tells him to take down the videos or he's going to, he starts threatening with a lawsuit. Then he switches gears, asking it as if it's a favor. It's so strange. I hate these kind of people. They'll ask for something, and then when you say no, they'll like demand it, or they'll be a dick to you, and then they'll try to be nice after. It's like, okay, first of all, I'm definitely not going to now. You were already a dick about it. You were already threatening me. I mean, I remember he was like a little kid. Like, this is like basic logic. I mean, this guy seems so immature that he's like threatening and then going, oh, but please do us a favor, please. And he says some weird shit. Like he says that they're threatening to fire him, which also is very confusing because he has never said his name. And unless somebody in the company knows exactly who Cody or Camelot is talking about, then how in the world is this person getting threatened to be fired? That doesn't even make sense to begin with. So this guy is just talking out of his ass. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then, like I said, with the whole asking for a favor and being weird, he mentions watching him grow up and raising him. Dude, you were his boss. You did not raise him. And what do you mean you watched him grow up? There's no child labor at GameStop. What, he didn't work there when he was 12? He was working there when he was older. What the hell do you mean you watched him grow up? You raised him? Are you kidding me? It's that stupid, that saying that people have in these companies where, oh, we're a family. No, you're coworkers. Sometimes you can be friends with coworkers, but no, you're not a family. That's ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, okay, he just keeps begging for him to delete these videos. Like I said, telling him to please say it's all fake or he'll be fired. This guy is incriminating himself. He says, please say it's all fake. He's not saying, this is fake. Why are you lying about me? He says, please say it's fake. So basically, he's admitting his guilt. Like, you've destroyed your case. I don't know why, if he was going to proceed with legal action, why he didn't just get a lawyer and then go through the proper legal channels. You always get a lawyer first. Have you not watched any movie or any TV show? What happens when the person is under arrest? They ask for a lawyer immediately because the things you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. This guy is not being arrested, but he's looking to move this to becoming a legal argument. So everything he says is being screenshotted, and you're screwing yourself over. I don't quite know what the hell this guy's thinking. It doesn't make any sense. He even offers to apologize to not only Cody, but all the people he wronged and that he's discussed in these videos, even though he keeps threatening him like every other message. It doesn't make any sense. And then Cody just keeps saying, no, I'm going to keep this up. The truth needs to be heard. You're a horrible person. GameStop's a horrible company. And people need to know that corporations and people like you are awful. He basically threatens him, saying, a quote, "I will never stop and never let up. I will make sure you have nothing left. You will never work again, and you will be on the street." And also mentions more people will bring lawsuits to him. This is just a horrible human being. This guy has no case, and he's just showing his character. And I feel like when you're cross-examining somebody's character, which they do in a legal system, this isn't going to look good. You're looking to go after this person, not just to, kind of get back what you feel like you've lost because of this, because of the damaging things he said. May have lost money, might lose his job, stuff like that. He's not only looking for compensation for what he's going to lose, he's looking for revenge. I mean, the character that this guy has, it's just scum. This guy is scum. I don't get this. And again, this guy has never had his name dropped. This is a spurious lawsuit. This is like when that guy threatened to sue Jim Sterling just for insulting his games. It's not spurious. It's not, libel. It's not lies. I'm using some of these words wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not a lawyer. I'd be doing a lot better in life if I was. It's not a false claim. It's just not. And even if it is, he has not mentioned any names. There's no reason for this to happen. And a lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of this, which to me doesn't make any sense because I've seen this happen so many freaking times, even over smaller things. I mean, H3H3, they got they actually went through the whole legal process and have now set a precedent of what fair use is on YouTube. They've set one of those precedents because they went through that whole battle. I've seen this time and time again. People are just constantly trying to sue each other. It's sad. People are pathetic. But that's the culture we're in right now, guys. And I love, after this long rant and rave that this guy's talking about, Cody just replies with, "Sounds like a fun time, my dude." Love it. I absolutely love it. So, I gotta applaud him for standing his ground. There are definitely a lot of people out there that would cave to this. They would just delete the videos because that's the path of the least resistance, And Cody's not about that. Cody is gonna fight this, and as he should, because this is bullshit. This is just somebody trying to bully him. This is a real life bully. This guy right here, who is trying to threaten him and blackmail him to take down these videos. Now, after this video was made, pretty soon after, Review Tech USA made a video about this video. Now I'm making a video about this video, and I'm going to talk about that video real quick. So Review Tech USA did a really interesting thing that I'm not going to be doing on my video, is that he read through all the messages. If you want to read all the messages, go watch Cody's video. I'm not going to take views from him. I feel like you need to hear his explanation. You need to see all of the messages. And I kind of just summarized it, but for the full thing, go check out his video. But Review Tech USA, for some reason, the very beginning gets really upset that Cody said what with WUT, which is, we all know why usually people use that, and I feel like it's kind of a trolly move on Cody's part, and I give it a big thumbs up. I love it. And he kept questioning the fact that he moved the conversation over to LinkedIn, at least part of the conversation. But by this person's behavior in these messages, he seems like a very erratic and over-emotional person. He doesn't seem like he's really using any of his brain cells. But it is strange that the conversation moves over, but I don't think that says anything to the legitimacy of this happening. I mean, I've talked to Cody for many hours now, and he's a stand-up guy. I don't get why people don't believe this sort of thing when even crazier things happen all the time in this world. There are billions of people on this planet. And as those numbers grow, the more crazy things that are going to happen. I feel like human beings have done literally everything you can think of. Anything and everything. And they always say, there's that saying, truth is stranger than fiction. It's true. So many things happen that are completely true that just boggle the mind. I don't get why anybody is questioning legitimacy. Review Tech USA seems to believe him, as he should in my opinion, but I guess because other people doubt him, Review Tech USA is, he's also doubting him as well. And I get kind of where people are coming from, because there are a lot of those storytime YouTubers that just kind of bullshit just for views. They just go on and on and on about drama that's happening in their life, and it happens every single week. But these are events that happened over 11 years at a company. I mean, that's a long time to be building up experiences. That's why I've had so many stories, is because I was there for 4 years. Take that, almost 3 times longer he was there. He saw some crazy shit. That's just how it is. When you're somewhere, you're going to see a lot of things happen, especially for that long. So I completely believe him. I don't really see the reason why he would lie. I mean, you could say, oh, he's doing it for the views. I don't see it. Truth is stranger than fiction, and I got to stick to that. You can say that about anything on here. You can say that about a lot of different things. Any story that anybody has ever told, you can say, oh, well, that probably didn't happen. If you say that about everything, then nothing ever really happened. So, I don't know. I believe him. Camelot's a cool guy. Sorry, Camelot, that I paused it at that. It was just the black and white moment. I wanted kind of a black and white thing so it doesn't screw with the lighting in the camera. But the camera focused on your face the whole time anyway. It's a monitor camera. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. It just seems like another spurious lawsuit. I hope that Cody doesn't actually have to deal with it. I don't think he will. I don't think that this numbskull is actually going to hire a lawyer. I doubt that this guy can actually afford a lawyer. And like I said, he's already incriminated himself. He's already screwed up his own lawsuit before it even began, because of his over-emotional ramblings on LinkedIn and Twitter and threats of blackmail and going after him. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said, comment down below, like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. Today I'm drinking Glenfarclas Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, aged 12 years, otherwise known as just Glenfarclas 12. Really good. Oh my god. I was not sure if I was going to get this whiskey, but I've been buying a lot of Scotch whiskey recently because of that 25% tariff. I can't afford these bottles when they go up 25%, so I'm just kind of like hoarding what I can now, and now this is the last bottle I'm buying. But good God, I mean, it's just like fruit and depth and just a little bit of smoke. Really delicious. If you're of legal drinking age, you should go pick up a bottle of this before it goes up 25%. But yeah, this whole Camelot Chronicles thing, it's crazy. I really do hope he doesn't have to go through what H3 has gone through. I hope he doesn't have to go through what Jim Sterling has gone through. All these different people. But with Jim Sterling, he was calling out a specific company, and it was named. Very spurious, H3H3. Spurious means fake, by the way. I probably should have said what that means. Spurious means bullshit. It's a bullshit case. It's a spurious lawsuit. It is a lawsuit that holds no ground. It is a castle built upon sand. It is not going to hold up in court or anywhere. But these were specific cases where somebody was named. Same with H3H3. He didn't name anybody. So I don't quite understand where this guy thinks he's coming from. And the fact that he's saying other people are going to get involved in this lawsuit as well just doesn't make sense, because he has not named anybody. That's why I've never named anyone. I've given them horrible names like Captain Useless and the Soul Sucker guy. Or, actually, no, we did talk about one named Coop, but we said positive things about Coop. Because Coop's awesome. I can't do his impression, but he's awesome. And I think he's completely safe. So, good luck to Camelot. Hopefully he doesn't have to go through what they've gone through, because it was definitely a long, lengthy battle that both of those parties went through. And if he does, I know he's saying he's not going to, do a GoFundMe, but lawyers are not cheap. If you have to get a lawyer, I recommend doing something, man. I know you're doing YouTube full time, so that means you don't have health insurance through a company. You don't have any of those insurances through a company anymore. You're paying way more in taxes. If you have to use a GoFundMe, you should do it. But I'll be talking with him probably next Tuesday. We're going to shoot another podcast episode, and that'll be a lot of fun. I really look forward to talking with him again, because he's become a really good friend on here on YouTube. So it's a good time. Look forward to it. You guys seem to enjoy it, so there you go. Also, I'll be streaming Luigi's Mansion 3 tomorrow, so come watch. Come watch Luigi's Mansion 3. It'll be fun. I'll do it here on YouTube. You don't have to go anywhere. Just come back here. Just do it. Do the thing.